Hey guys, Tab here, hope you're all keeping well. Porsche Taycan, facelift. Yes, if you follow the automotive news at all, if you look at the internet, most of us do, you've probably seen the photos of this car doing the round out in the snow. So, as you know, the Porsche release cycle for a generation tends to be 7 years for one generation with a facelift halfway through. So, Taycan released in 2020, we're now coming up to roughly sort of getting on for 3.5 years, just moving through this year into next year. So what does that mean? What have they done to it? What are they doing? In this video, it's going to be a super quick one out of the normal release schedule. I'd love to get your feedback in terms of what you think about it, because yeah, it's an interesting one, right? So I have had a good look through the photos with my analytical mind, a bit of research, and honestly, looking at them off the bat, not too much has changed. So let's start at the rear of the car here. So looking through the rear, you can see this one's got the towing eye installed. That's not a design feature, it's just where they've opened up to put that in. I couldn't actually see any difference at all between the current gen and what will be the facelift or the Gen 2, the .2 version, whatever they want to call it for the Taycan. So the rear to me looks exactly the same. I couldn't see any difference on the lights, on the diffuser, on the fairing, on the bumper. All looks pretty much the same there. Now, of course, we have to be very clear here. This is a pre-release version. Nobody really knows what's coming around the corner. It could be a decoy for all we know, but when we see these things out and about on the road, they tend to be pretty true to what's actually coming along. So, looking at this, no real changes on the rear. Now, moving around to the side of the car, the wheels are not a design I've seen before on Taycan, and I don't believe you can actually spec these ones on the configurator. Certainly I couldn't when I ordered mine, things may have changed, but this is something new here. So, are we going to see a lot of new wheel designs? Who knows? I really like those Mission E wheels that I've got on mine. I think they're great. The blades look pretty cool as well. But a little bit more choice would be a good thing in the wheel department, I think, because some of the wheels don't really do the car that much justice, in my opinion. This one obviously wearing winter tyres. You can see all those tread patterns in it to grab the snow here. But again, moving around the side of the car, nothing has really changed there. It's only when we get round to the front of the car that things start to look a bit different, and all eyes on the headlights. Yes, indeed. Now, these ones look a lot more smoothed off, a lot more aerodynamic. They have that ramp on them. If you look at the current headlights, it's always intrigued me a little bit, this one. I think they look really cool, but they don't look like the most aerodynamic design, because if you look at that bulbous headlight design, to me, it kind of looks like it's going to trap the air a little bit. And obviously with an EV, you want these things to be as aerodynamic as possible, especially in the Taycan, because the range is already bad enough as it is. So moving towards this more aerodynamic design is probably going to be a pretty good thing for the design of the car. The problem is, I think it is quite plain. And if you look at the new gens of, for example, the Cayenne that are coming out, and the Boxster, that Cayman platform for the EV, again, these are all pretty aerodynamic, pretty smoothed off. And then we get to this situation where the kind of design across those models is very diluted. And then we get to a situation which is very bad called Merc Audi-itis, which is where all the cars pretty much look the same. I mean, I probably couldn't name all of the versions, all of the Merc models that are available right now. It seems like there's GL everything from A through to Z, or Z as you say in America. There's so many different versions, and all of them do have a very, very similar design feel to them. And I can understand that manufacturers want to have their designs looking like they should do, keeping that brand going, right? Keeping the consistency, but it can be a little bit dull sometimes, right? So yeah, from a Taycan perspective, I do think the lights they've got here, if it is indeed the lights we'll see, are good. And I can understand why they're doing them, but I think I prefer the current gen. I think it's a little bit more distinctive. You'll also notice here that it's tape all around the right-hand side, or the wing side, I should say, of those lights, right? So that could be hiding something else. Are they going to change that front apron a little bit? Who knows? Anything could happen here. But on the whole, the facelift from a cosmetic point of view isn't going to do a whole lot based on this. What I think they are going to do is probably really focus on the software, getting more range out of it, and hopefully the potential upgrades we see here may even benefit or be able to be retro installed to current Taycan owners like myself. So interesting times, but I wanted to just float this one by you. What do you think of the new design? Do you like it? Is it a hit? Is it a miss? Is it a bit meh? Is it a bit whatever? If you don't like Taycans, you're probably on the wrong video, to be fair, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of discuss that one with you. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, get on board. Thank you very much for watching. Quick one. Bye for now.